The quiet suburban life of Ethan Bailey, a 35-year-old remote electrical engineer with a background in Army Corps of Engineers power grid systems, was about to get a jolt. Living in Pinewood Estates for 3 peaceful years post-divorce, his routine was shattered when Deborah Harrington and her gleaming white Tesla Model X moved in next door. Deborah, a woman who exuded an air of premium, exclusive, top-of-the-line entitlement and whose husband, William, was a very successful corporate attorney, quickly made her presence known. Ethan's polite welcome basket was met with a cool assessment. His engineering profession clearly didn't register on her social Richter scale. Within 6 weeks, Deborah, through a campaign of flattery, intimidation, and lavish dinner parties, had maneuvered herself into the HOA vice presidency. The previous VP, a retired principal named Dorothy, suddenly resigned after Deborah allegedly discovered and threatened to expose a past family issue. Ethan, preferring to avoid HOA politics, initially kept his distance until his monthly electric bill inexplicably tripled from $150 to $450. After ruling out faulty appliances and confirming with the power company, the mystery deepened. The answer arrived via a 2 a.m. security camera notification. Deborah Harrington, clad in designer pajamas, was surreptitiously plugging her Tesla into Ethan's outdoor outlet, the cord cleverly concealed by HOA-mandated shrubs. When Ethan confronted her with video evidence, Deborah's practiced smile didn't falter. She denied it, then dismissively suggested his poorly designed electrical system was the problem, even threatening him with landscaping violations as she assumed her HOA VP authority. This was not just power theft. It was a declaration of war. Ethan's initial attempts at reasonable countermeasures, like lockboxes on his outlets, were immediately met with HOA violation notices for unauthorized exterior modifications, enforced by Gregory Palmer, an easily influenced HOA inspector seemingly under Deborah's sway. Ethan's attempt to address the issue at an HOA meeting was shut down by Deborah citing procedure, while the befuddled HOA president, Frank, acquiesced. The true scope of Deborah's ambition was revealed when she proposed installing community EV charging stations, conveniently located near her house, with the electricity costs to be socialized among all residents through increased HOA dues. She was, in essence, planning to make the entire neighborhood subsidize her Tesla charging. Ethan, now realizing the broader implications, began a meticulous investigation. He allied with Martha Wilson, a sharp-witted 68-year-old widow and HOA historian, and Brian and Sarah Thompson, a young couple struggling with rising dues. Ethan installed a power monitoring device, confirming Deborah was siphoning approximately 75 kilowatt-hour nightly, a substantial sum. Deborah, meanwhile, escalated her harassment. Ethan received a barrage of petty violation notices. When he tried to present his evidence of Deborah's power theft and the unfairness of her charging station proposal at a rescheduled HOA meeting, he discovered it had been postponed due to technical issues. He then learned Deborah had convinced the board to authorize enhanced landscaping services near his property, the cost of which would be levied as a special assessment specifically on him, accompanied by daily 7 a.m. noise. This direct, personal attack was the final straw. Ethan, leveraging his engineering expertise, decided to build a Smart Power Protection System, SPS. This wasn't a trap, but a sophisticated, industrial-grade system designed to detect unauthorized or anomalous power usage on his property. It featured voltage monitoring, current detection, time-of-use restrictions, and, crucially, a 3-stage warning system, flashing lights, audible beeps, that would activate before any protective measures. If warnings were ignored and dangerous power draw continued, the SPS would create a controlled voltage fluctuation before safely disconnecting the load. He meticulously designed, built, and tested the SPS, ensuring full compliance with all electrical codes and safety standards, even consulting a city inspector. He installed it on his outdoor outlet with a clear, professionally printed warning sign. Protected by SPS. Authorized use only. Unauthorized use may damage connected devices. For a few days, Deborah eyed the new setup, but didn't use Ethan's outlet. Then the HOA, under her influence, fast-tracked emergency upgrades to the common area electrical infrastructure, installing new high-capacity outlets right next to Ethan's property line. That night, Deborah smugly plugged her Tesla into one of these new community outlets, clearly visible on Ethan's security cameras. The SPS, which Ethan had expanded to monitor, but not control, these new common area outlets for data gathering, recorded her drawing maximum power between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. nightly, adding an estimated $500 monthly to the collective HOA bill. Simultaneously, petty violations against Ethan continued. Martha Wilson informed him that Deborah was now pushing for a $25,000 official Tesla supercharger station in the community center parking lot to be funded by another special assessment. Ethan, reviewing his SPS data, noticed Deborah's aggressive charging habit. She always set her Tesla to draw maximum power immediately, bypassing the car's built-in gradual ramp-up, a practice potentially harmful to the vehicle's sensitive electronics. The SPS's default safety protocols were designed to flag such abnormal, potentially damaging usage patterns. The night before the rescheduled HOA meeting, where Deborah planned to introduce her supercharger proposal, Ethan's cameras captured her connecting her Tesla to her favored community outlet. The SPS detected the immediate power surge. The yellow warning light on the outlet box began flashing. A low beep sounded. Deborah, instead of disconnecting or reducing the charge rate, frowned at the warning and deliberately increased the charge rate further, smirking at what she likely perceived as Ethan's futile attempt to deter her. The SPS, after 3 warning cycles and detecting a dangerous power surge, enacted its final protective protocol, a controlled voltage fluctuation, then a complete, safe power cut to that outlet. Ethan's monitoring system confirmed the SPS had functioned perfectly, only after its warnings were blatantly disregarded and overridden by an even riskier power draw. A security camera notification showed Deborah standing beside her now-dark Tesla, staring in wide-eyed shock at an error message on its screen. The next morning, a furious Deborah pounded on Ethan's door, accusing him of destroying her bricked Tesla. In front of gathering neighbors, Ethan calmly explained he had installed a standard, certified SPS with clear warnings to prevent unauthorized and dangerous power usage. He presented the system's technical specifications, safety certifications, and warning protocols, offering video footage of Deborah ignoring the visual and audible warnings, and then deliberately increasing the power draw, which triggered the safety cutoff. William, Deborah's husband, arrived. Unlike his wife, he actually reviewed the SPS documentation. When Ethan offered the video evidence, William, a seasoned lawyer, declined, his expression shifting as he understood the implications. He curtly told Deborah they needed to discuss this at home, muttering about the $22,000 repair estimate for the Tesla's battery management system, damage not covered by warranty due to improper charging practices and disregarding safety warnings. The special HOA meeting that week had record attendance. Ethan, supported by Martha, Brian, and Sarah, methodically presented his evidence. Security videos of Deborah's power theft, detailed power consumption data showing the $500 monthly cost to the community, proof of the HOA's emergency electrical upgrades, pushed through without proper voting, and a clear explanation of the SPS, including the video of Deborah ignoring its safety warnings. Deborah's attempts to dismiss it as character assassination were drowned out by residents sharing their own stories of financial hardship, due to the unexplained HOA fee hikes. Martha Wilson then moved for Deborah's immediate removal from the board, full restitution of misappropriated funds, estimated at $7,000, and a new election for all board positions. The motion passed overwhelmingly. In the aftermath, Deborah and William put their house up for sale, relocating to another state. Gregory Palmer resigned as HOA inspector. Frank, the president, accelerated his retirement. Brian Thompson was elected the new HOA president, ushering in an era of transparency. Official, individually metered EV charging stations, designed with Ethan's help, were installed. Ethan declined a board position, but became a technical advisor. The Thompsons' son rejoined his baseball league. Martha started a thriving community garden. The house next door sold to a lovely, respectful couple. Pinewood Estates transformed. The community, once fractured by suspicion and bullying, became more connected and collaborative. Ethan, the quiet engineer, had not only protected his property, but had inadvertently sparked a neighborhood revolution, proving that knowledge, careful engineering, and a refusal to be intimidated can indeed overcome even the most entitled Karen. His grandfather's wisdom echoed, "The best teacher for a thief isn't the police, it's the unexpected, intelligently designed trap."